we will be attempting to entertain you this evening. Last we left off, our adventurers plus 1.
So useful, isn't he?
He is, isn't he?
He just thanks all the time.
Had ended up defeating their arch nemesis, a big dire wolf of a cave. After a short rest in front of the cave, making sure none of the goblins had left, our adventurers are about to enter with Malark, the town Reeve of Munster.
Full of malarkey. So we're all just like standing at the entrance, gathered our wits, and we're all, well, does Nessus have any ideas how to get us rolling?
Yeah, I guess it would just be to walk in, I guess.
And Malark just says, are you guys going to help me, or am I going to be fighting by myself again?
And he just looks at him and says, well, in fact, and then, what were they? They were goblin bosses, or what was it? What was the last boss?
It was a goblin boss.
Okay, cool. I just snap my fingers, and all of a sudden I'm like a same height goblin boss. I say, I can try.
He just raises his eyebrow and says, that is a neat trick.
Thank you. We're not entirely useless, says Enki.
I was about to say, was that one a spell slot?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a cantrip, sadly. That would be so cool.
That would be.
I would never look like an elf ever.
So, says, alright, lead the way.
And before we go in, I feel like screen cheating, but she can just like perceive and see like what kind of enemies may or may not be in the cavern. And not just number either.
So
like, see what's
you have
in there.
dark vision, but like you're only able to see straight in, so you don't see anybody. You just see 60 feet.
I do. Oh, yeah, that's within 60, but technically Enki does have line of sight on them at least.
The cave actually is like kind of thick at the entrance, so you only see directly in front of the entrance.
No matter how much I try to weasel it in, you're not going to let me just look in there. Okay, cool.
In we go.
Yeah, Enki will just decide to stroll in.
So
we just go in single file like this, or
Yep.
Malark volunteers to walk directly behind Enkidu.
So, yeah, so he'll walk right behind Enki, and he'll just take his place like nothing, and Gil will just kind of stand there up. How dare he? Just won't say anything, but he's like, he took my spot next to my brother in his head. And he'll
That
follow
was my spot.
He just kind of grumbles, and he's right behind Malark, almost on his heels, tailgating.
Nessus just brings up the rear, looking at them like they're crazy.
And yeah, I guess we all go just this far into the entrance.
You guys see the goblins to both your left and right, and one of the ones at the front says, "You look like the boss, but he's inside."
And Enki will, in his loudest goblin voice, say, "Who the hell hired you? If you can't pay attention to where I am, then I don't even need you to keep, or I don't even need to keep you in here." And he'll just try to keep screaming at him until he gets intimidated. So can I roll?
Yes.
Intimidation is actually a charisma, which is an abysmal modifier, but okay. 3. I rolled a 3. You're not using that dice, are you? You're not using the bad dice.
That one's
I forgot. Okay, this one has a bubble in it, and it rolls high, and we've decided it is not a playable dice. And I wanted to make sure, because I've been told it was the attack dice against us for a while, rolling high every time.
And then I suddenly noticed the bubble today. So the goblin just says, No! No! You're not the boss!
Anki just kind of swears under his breath.
And that one decides to pull out his short bow from behind him.
That one.
He is to your left.
If they had like handy numbers or something, we could probably just like...
Number 2
okay.
pulls out his short bow. And the rest pull out their swords.
Cool, so there's only one idiot in the bunch. Says Enki out loud. Good, there's only one idiot in the bunch.
He don't sound like goblin anymore.
I heard it myself.
Good. All right. Roll for initiative, guys.
Gil has 19 and Enki has 16.
Okay.
And I am assigning them.
22.
Gil will be blue.
All right. So Nessus, upon seeing the bow, is
Ma'am.
She's just so discouraged seeing him pull out this short bow. She's just...
She goes on ahead and reacts. In what way?
But she is moving. Is that what she said? She has to take front and center on it or something?
No, she's reacting to seeing the bow and the scimitars coming out.
The what? You said short swords and a bow. You did not say scimitars.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're short swords. No, they're scimitars. They're scimitars. Yep, they're scimitars.
Dude, these weapons keep fluctuating out of the ether in different forms. Like, we're not sure what they are, even with the dark vision.
They are. They're scimitars. Final.
I will. I'm still a little fuming at his response of, are you gonna help me with this? So I will just... There's nowhere safe to really go.
Yeah, because we're all either in the way, or you would risk attack of opportunity running in the middle. How far?
No, she won't.
Is it
risk
5 feet?
It's within their immediate squares, so she wouldn't
So
risk
either
it.
way, yeah. So you could.
She could, in theory,
Because
Like
you
a
have enough
jump
room.
over
You have
you
enough.
guys.
No, because if you do this and you count these squares, you'll still be out of that direction. So
Yeah.
you could, counting squares, run in either one of these columns and stay out of range.
Oh my gosh, I see what you could even run through, like have your teammates kind of sidestep to let you run past.
Didn't we say we're allowed to jump over teammates and count that as a straight path?
She can go straight past. It's not
Yeah.
jumping over, it's just moving through. Like,
Listen.
excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah, that sort of thing. What's your speed?
30.
30.
Because as long as, and I think I feel, as long as we're 15 feet away from you in any direction.
Did you use your full movement?
Yes. So it's the...
15. You only use 25.
There we go. That little hop, she was like, I'm not tired yet, and she just,
Right. She decided to, like, make a presence with this.
well,
That is all I will do.
she just didn't want to be in. She saw the short bow and just said, I'm out.
Okay, so now it's Gilgamesh, who has noticed a short bow pointed at his brother.
Land out firebolt. 5, 10, 15. Sleepy stego. Firebolt. Ranged spell attack against 2.
Okay. Roll the hit.
The attack bonus. Not using that one. Wait, interesting. Spell attack bonus, right? Yeah. 21.
I think you hit.
Did it?
Yeah.
I've honestly seen 21 not hit before, not in this campaign.
Not in this campaign, no.
Uh,
But if that's the case inside this campaign, it's just turning around.
oh, and the damage dice don't increase till 5th level. Dang it, okay. 1d10.
1d10. Alright. Yep.
7.
Describe your kill.
I'm gonna not scream again because there's a baby away there. These are not. Okay. Gil just sees this guy. He saw Nessus run like courageously forward, and he saw this goblin pointing an arrow at his brother. He just zips around as quick as he can. He doesn't even have any quip or anything. He just like throws this fire, which I'm almost thinking looks like a red hot lightning bolt or something. He just nails it in the sinuses, just center of the face.
Yep, you can see the smoke smoldering.
Do we take it away or just flip it?
Just flip it.
Yeah, because it's still a dead body there.
Yep, you see the smoke. You see smoke smoldering out from his forehead, and there's a cauterized hole where you hit him.
And it's Enki.
Yep, it is Enki's turn at the end of that. That you got back-to-back turns.
I keep regretting not having Fireball as one of Enki's cantrips, but that's fine. Yep. Hate to do it. Spell slot number 2 of Magic Missile towards enemy number 1.
All 3.
Yeah,
Because you can shoot.
I remember, but they're low enough damage. I don't want to do like 2 damage to each person if there's a chance. Because that's how you die in those games. You have to knock out one of them first before they swarm you, and before I can find the blue marker that I was using to find spell slots. Okay, cool. Magic Missile.
3d4 plus 1. An immediate hit. So you just choose where they go and you roll.
Okay. So. Enki's still a little chafed, still a little bit sore at some of the occurrences recently.
Oh no.
And he decides to take special aim on number 1 in recompense, I think is the word.
Ah.
Oh, that's a abysmal too. 5, 8. Yeah, 8.
8 before bonus? Or total?
I don't think there's a bonus aside from the dice goes through it.
Yeah, so that's your total. Is the 8.
And is the I'm hoping this is similar to yeah.
Yeah, describe your kill.
Yeah.
And that was number 1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, I need to ask Rob a question before we continue, but which side of Enki feels like? Choose, and it needs to be canonical. We will remember left or right. I am going to write it down as well.
I am 80% certain it's his left.
My God is only half.
He's a beast. He is a solid beast.
Pick a number.
It's left.
Cool. He feels it's his left, so
If not, we'll retcon in the future.
cool. So
Pretty
you,
sure it's left.
so you see Enki, he just kind of turns to his right, and his left leg just kind of like limps a little bit, and he just straight into jewels.
Alright.
Little payback there.
And with that,
It wasn't even him that took it. That was the wolf, and the wolf is right.
Yeah, the wolf is
Yeah,
dead.
and the wolf. Well, I was making sure the wolf did it. He has justice, but I kind of feel like that's gonna be his MO now.
So, when you do this, the missiles hit with such ferocity, though, that you just see them taking bits of flesh with each one. And even if that goblin survived, he would not have had children. Ever.
Enki, he just sees this, and he sees the bits of, like, gory detritus on the wall, and he nods to himself in self-satisfaction.
Yeah, of course, they don't stay there, so they kind of slowly...
Well, I feel like one kind of, like, flops, and the other two just kind of, like, knock and bounce, but yeah. Anyway. This is assuming there's no, like, thigh or, like, butt going with it, too. There's
So,
probably plenty.
now it is... Is that it, or is he gonna move? Alright, so it's Malark's turn now.
Malark and move.
Malark is going to go straight for number 3. Yep.
Is he gonna
25,
move?
20, or 30?
20.
20.
No. It's gonna be right one closer to Lexi. There you go.
I didn't know if you meant Lexi or Nessus for a second, because those are different directions.
Those are different directions. That was a perfect way to describe it, too.
Yeah.
So, he's going to pull out his both of his rapiers, and he is going to attack.
And Gil just wants to, like, he doesn't do anything, but he looks at this situation, he thinks it's kind of funny that this big, masculine Reeve is carrying these thin little toothpick swords of moderate length. I still don't like the name rapiers, but dainty swords. He's gonna stab you. He's gonna stab you.
And so one of them does, in fact, you say this, but you just see him with lightning fast speed separate the top half of the goblin, and you just see his legs fall in one direction and torso fall in the other.
Question.
Answer.
Are they dead?
Yes.
They could live for a little bit. Long enough to do some tricky thing or something.
No, he is dead.
So, are there any chances that number 4 is going to be smart and leave? Or are we going to...
Hold on.
'Cause I guess that's up to number 4, because I think it's his turn now by order of elimination. He hasn't gone yet, literally everyone else has.
You would think so, huh?
Is it not his turn?
No, it's gonna be his turn.
Okay, you...
I'm just cracking up.
Don't screw with me.
This is a total slaughter.
I was gonna say, none of us are hurt yet.
So he just...
Reeve is still hurt.
No, he did short rest.
I thought short rest gained you like less than 5 points total, and I thought he was
No,
like
it's your hit dice.
chest to hit like cut.
It's your hit dice. His hit dice will be It took both, but he's
The Reeve looks surprisingly healthy.
Yeah, he's bandaged up though. He is bandaged up. So, the goblin just is looking at you guys with wide eyes and says, I need to tell the others.
And are we still on the turn-based system?
Yes.
So someone's gonna have to. Enki is gonna have to wait until Gil. Yeah, Gil's first is gonna have to wait until he runs 30 feet that way, right?
It's actually Nessus. That's the
Dang it, she was first. I forgot he just didn't do anything. I thought he was first.
Yep.
And
So, without metagaming, Nessus sees the guy running.
30, 35, 40, 45.
What's their movement speed?
30, but when you use your action, you can double your movement. You didn't know that?
If I say yes, I'm gonna sound like so much of a noob.
And he is down the hallway that you guys previously had went in.
Is that how far down the hallway?
No.
That's how far.
Oh,
That's exactly how far.
because
Nessus can still see him, but he is outside
If
of your...
Nessus needs to acquisition anything, it's possible. And if she doesn't want to use any ranged weapon that goes sizzle of 120 feet, maybe someone else will have to.
Is it Nessus?
It is.
Nessus will move 30 feet, so. And then use Thorn Whip to get him back.
Alright.
What was that face?
Just the owl of, like, running
I
away.
needed to know if you stubbed something or if you needed to change or what that face was. That thorn went good.
12 to hit.
It also hits your modifier, so yes, it hits.
Yes.
Yes.
Good mod.
Alright, so... What was the attack die on that? D8 thing?
6.
A D6? Okay, roll your
If
D6.
you do like 7 or more damage, we should be fine. The weakest one that I know of was 7 or less. Oh, that's yours.
Plus what? Spell attack bonus?
Nope, it's just plain damage.
I just want to say that you can see my confusion there. I thought that was
Yeah.
my
6.
6. Okay, so yeah,
And it
You-
does pull a small person, right?
it
Yes.
pulls 10 feet closer to you. Do it diagonal. One to the left. There you go. Because I was even staring at the spot. And, it screams at the top of its lungs. Just like, I give, don't kill me!
And Gil or Enki will scream out to Nessus, "Are you gonna kill him or do I?"
Malark just chimes in. You know, we could get information out of him.
You paid. Wait, yeah, Malark's right there. You paid us to kill this thing. Why are we not gonna kill it?
We could find out how many more is inside.
I thought Mr. Rapier could handle however many were inside. You killed the direwolf single-handedly. Why are we worried about this one goblin?
Because if there's 100 goblins, we can't win.
So you would admit you can't take on 100 goblins.
Yes.
Okay, noted.
And Nessus, just hearing all of this, says, so does that mean we're just gonna question him?
For now!
You just hear, only Nessus hears this. A slight trickling landing on the floor.
Nessus just choose to ignore it.
Alright.
Is the encounter over?
Yeah, since you guys choose it to be. Yes.
I think everyone just kind of...
Just comes closer.
Oh, wait, no. As we're walking, Enki, you know, he kind of took the lead again because he still looks like a goblin boss, and the Lark, he came up right behind him, and Gil, he just quick steps in front, and he takes his spot next to his brother.
And
He even stands there, and he doesn't like, he just stands close enough, he just kind of touches his brother's arm a little bit.
Malark just raises his eyebrow, and he looks at the goblin and says, "How many are there of your kind?" Exactly that way, too. Goblin just goes, "What?"
Enki will say, "How many stupid goblins are there?"
We'll never tell. Never.
Not even with a whip around you?
He looks at his ankle.
It's around his ankle?
Yep.
Did... Never mind.
You guys
None of
haven't
us heard
taken.
it.
You
None of us
guys
heard it.
haven't taken the time to tie him up.
Okay, but... So he'll look down at his ankle.
He looks down at his ankle and he sees the blood profusely coming out from the thorn whip. And he actually notices he can see bone. Will you let me go?
Answer the questions and we might.
8 more goblins.
Okay, and how many other henchmen are inside?
All of us. We go out at night.
Yes. You, your 7 brothers, says Gilgamesh, and how many other creatures?
Oh, no. There's 8, not including the ones you killed.
So sorry, okay. So the 9 of you, and how many other creatures?
There's us.
Do you have any orcs, any bugbears, any bipedal or quadruped creatures to come to your aid?
The boss, he likes his pet wolf.
The one that's outside?
No. He has another.
Is it the same kind of wolf as we met outside?
Still scares me. I don't know.
Is it the same size?
No.
Is it big?
No.
Is it small?
A little.
And you said there's 9 of you.
Yes.
Are there any trapdoors inside the dungeon?
No.
And he will just sufferingly turn towards the Reeve. Can we kill him now?
The Reeve just says, it's up to you.
Cool. Yeah. Since I don't want to have to worry about whether damage or a certain weapon will finish it off or not, Gil will just use his firebolt cantrip.
Fireball.
Because it's targeted, it's not ranged, and he's tired. He has not lost health points.
Roll the hit.
He's done well thus far, and he wants to go back to the inn. Roll the hit. There's a spell. It's a spell.
Firebolt.
It's other book. Oh, there's 2 books. How do I lose the
Right
other one?
up.
Ah. See. Make a ranged spell attack against a target.
Yeah, roll the hit.
Oh, I thought that was like a number or something. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. 10.
So you see the sparks, and it looks like you're about to do it, but the last moment kind of fizzles out.
Fizzles out a little or a lot?
It turns into practically nothing. There's no...
I was trying to see how close I was. Anyway. I'm not going to leave that there, because apparently that spot doesn't exist. I'm going to leave my books where I can see them.
Okay, so... Yeah, after having, wizard dysfunction...
I would say he saw his impotent sparks, and Gil just has to, like... And Enki will say, "Don't worry, brother, I got this." And he just pulls out a dagger. And he's like, "I got this." He's just happy to be helpful. Are you
Okay.
gonna make me roll for it?
Yes,
Cool. 17. Do you want me to add a mod, or does it hit?
it hits.
Cool. D4 for a dagger.
It kills.
You didn't even ask. He had 1 point left. After the rope, he had 1 hit, which is handy because I literally rolled a 1.
Well, you still had either strength or dex, whichever was higher.
To add to damage? I thought that was just a mod to hit.
No, to add to damage.
Oh, cool. Then yeah.
Yeah.
It did more than 1 damage and it had 1 health left. So
Alright.
attached to Nessus's rope is this urine-soaked goblin.
Nessus just pulls the thorn whip back and just like shakes it off.
And he hands Nessus a handkerchief. He says,
Thank
"For
you."
your rope." I don't need it back.
So, Malark just says, "Okay, that was easy. Let's hope it's all like that."
And Enki will say, "Well, all right. Do you want to lead us to the way to victory, O fearless leader?"
I was thinking your brother could. He still needs it.
I was thinking you could do that, because you have more armor than any of us.
Roll for persuasion.
And that was Enki talking.
That was Enki? I thought that was Gil.
Was it? It was...
Yeah, I thought that was Gil.
Okay, good. Yeah, Gil said that, because Gil's charisma...
Yeah.
Gil's charisma is higher. Gil will try to persuade the Reeve to go first.
Yeah, with exactly what you just said.
Before I tell you whether that was a good roll or not, if it cocked off the side of the tower and landed on the table, do we want to count it or not?
Is it flat still? Is it flat right now?
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay. Because that was a 16, plus my mod of 4 is mod 20.
That was actually kind of close to on that. So he just goes, alright, the other ones are bound to be as smart as the others.
He just saunters.
Yeah, so he just starts to lead the way. Let's stop recording for a minute and I'll draw the new. He's leading the way, and upon seeing two extremely excited goblins, it's almost like they've been cooking ever since you guys left. Turning a spit of a boar above this fire.
Oh.
And
I thought they were using the old Schweddy recipe or something.
And the two that are sleeping inside the makeshift kind of tent in the piles of blankets, it is exactly how you guys remember it. And he just says, well, this doesn't look so bad. And they all turn.
The Reeve said that. And you know, yeah, there was a different way to play this that might have worked out better. Enki, though, Enki will sidestep brave and glorious leader. Furious works as well, and in his best boss goblin voice, he will ask, "Why is everyone lounging about?" And he will try to get them to stand up, smack themselves in the forehead, and
Roll for intimidation.
You could just give it to me one of these days.
Nope.
I wouldn't mind. It'd be alright.
Boss! 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 Guys! Boss! And they all
Stand at attention!
they all kind of like stand up wherever they are, and they're like, "Food's cooking."
I thought I told you guys to guard the head of the cave! How are you even questioning this? Move!
So
I don't know, I figured like most of my arm was off camera, just pointing towards the head of the cave.
So they all are just like, "Boss, did you capture them?"
Did I ask for your questions? Get out! Guard the front, and if anybody comes in, kill them!
Okay. And they just all walk right past you.
Does any of you have spare silver or gold?
No.
Get out faster then! I was just gonna rob them on their way out. And Enki will just have to take a second, turn around, look at Gil, and say, "Whew, it worked this time."
Malark is like, "Wow, I thought that trick was useless after the first time."
Wow, we thought the same thing about you, but then you killed the dire wolf. Anyway, are we gonna go see the boss?
I suppose so, yeah.
He just rolls past the insult. And Enki, with pep in his step, will go in the order of Enki, then Gil, And then Nessus, and then the awestruck Malark in the back.
Who is very confused.
They will move on.
Alright.
And, I think they try to go into the next room.
Right.
Which, assumedly, just so I know, so you know I'm not headed blind, I figure we're going into the boss nest and we're gonna get stabbed.
That is a good guess.
It's a good guess.
You guys walk into the room and immediately see 2 goblins square in front of you. Behind them is their boss, which looks eerily like Enkidu.
With how much of a size difference?
He's a little bit shorter and a little bit fatter. And his wolf on a chain right beside him, and 2 goblins sleeping in the corner. And they look female.
Just the voice you use, they look female. It's unknown second gender. Females. Questionable. So Enki, he sees these, this strapping, beautiful goblin boss, these other 2 goblins, and these oddities in the corner, and and he will, in fact, whisper a message to the goblin boss's ear using the message cantrip.
Okay.
And the boss is the SD card, right?
No,
No?
he's the blue chap.
What's the SD card?
It looks like a box.
Unknown as of yet. Okay. Blue is the boss. He's actually got pretty good line of sight. And Enki will just look at him into the windows of his soul and say, I know why you're in here. And he'll just try to be as menacing and unnerving as possible.
Roll percentile.
Oh, I was reading that wrong. Do I add any mods or anything like that?
Nope.
64.
He just looks a little bit confused and says, I'm not scared of the sun.
And he just thinks to himself, scared of sunlight. And the Goblin King did say this out loud and not just for us to hear, right? He said,
He almost shouted it.
I'm not afraid of the sun. Enki looks up at the ceiling. What does he see? Besides rock. Thank you. I get that much. Like, is it domed? Is it flat? Is it concave? Convex? The ceiling is... It's a rounded room.
Yes.
So it stands to reason that it's nearly almost conical. Maybe not conical, but, you know, tipped, wider at the bottom, something similar, right?
You see a concave ceiling and what appears to be a decently sized sleeping wolf spider. That's about the size.
I was going to say, first off, wolf spiders are real, and we're not talking about those. We're talking about a hybrid creature, aren't we?
No, it's just a really big wolf spider that is about the size of a medium-sized dog.
Asleep where? Like, in 3D space where?
Towards the back. Like, almost like back squares. Yeah.
Left or right or centered?
Pretty centered, yeah.
So, in real time, Enki has messaged and said that And he says, I'm not afraid of the sun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Enki will say, but are you afraid of spiders? An attempt to make to startle the spider with the noise prestidigitation just right behind its head. Basically startle it and knock it onto the ground. Because that's a cantrip. So I can make the sound go off.
Roll percentile. On that.
Oh yeah, they're not going to have zeros first. So that is 95, right?
Yes.
So yes, the spider falls, and we're going to have this represent said spider. Put it square behind him on the very back square. Yeah, perfect. And he says, scared? I've raised it since it was the size of a kitty.
So you have an emotional attachment to the spider. Now, wouldn't it be a shame if the spider got confused and Enki just, here boy!
The spider just kind of looks, and it also sees him, and it just doesn't move. It just keeps looking in between you two.
Confused?
It is a little bit.
And I'll say, this would be better if I knew its name. Oh, can you imagine the farce I could create knowing this creature's name? Yeah, I don't have a spell to figure it out. Oh, that sucks. Message is one way. You can't read anybody's thoughts. How am I going to convince this spider to love me? And I'm not seducing it.
Watch that be the time you get a nat 20. If you seduce the spider.
First off, no. Second, Enki decides that his best route is not only the confusion of a familiar face, but also the allure of fresh bugbear steak. And he says, come on, boy, come on, come on. Come on, you can suck the blood from the steak. Don't say this isn't appealing. Come on, let's just...
So it starts to go towards you, but then as it's passing the left of its actual owner, he backhands the top of it.
And Enki will say, hey, you can't be mean to my spider like that. And I'll say, boy, come here. And I'll try to get him to come even closer, like I'm infuriated that this imposter is daring to smack my pet, and I'm trying to say, get over here, come on.
Yeah, so it continues to,
Oh, yeah! Oh, wait, so he passed to the left of Blue, which was the boss, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, and as he walks over to Gil, or to Enki, and he kind of just passes a little too close to Gil, and he just gets that little hairy foot touch, Gil just shudders, and he kind of just takes a half step behind his brother. And this contented freaking spider is just...
have Gil roll Constitution.
What did I say? Gil gets 3. Do I get my mod? Wait, Gil? Yeah, Gil rolls it, because he... Oh, because I said he touched. I shouldn't have said he touched him.
Shouldn't have said it.
And it's just the con mod. Wait, Constitution isn't something I can have a proficiency at.
Yeah, it's just Constitution mod.
Now, fun arachnid fact is they're venomous. They're not poisonous. You know, you can't eat a poisonous berry. You can't. Spiders' venom is in their fangs, not their feet. Just so you're aware. So he can't poison anybody. He can only envenomate. He didn't bite Gil. Why is he doing a con save? He has 5.
He screams at the top of his lungs as he shudders away, scaring the spider back into its original spot.
Now, wait. Sorry. I just... You know how you see that spider and as it's running away, you have that quick moment of, am I going to stab this or am I just going to flee in terror? As it's right here, Gil decides to firebolt at it.
Alright.
And he tries.
Oh no, it wasn't a ah! It was a ah!
Okay. And then he attempts to flame him. On 22.
That hits.
That hits. Four, 6, right? So
Yes.
9. Say 3 words, please.
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Let me kill you. Stupid. You remember Ron, okay? I'm like Ron. I don't like spiders.
You said 9?
Yeah.
So the firebolt hits it square in the middle of its thorax. It catches fire, but because it runs so quickly back into its nice little safe spot behind its actual owner.
You have to keep saying actual. Don't rub it in, man. I wanted a pet spider.
You wanted a pet
Not realistically. I wanted to screw with the Reeve, and I would have stabbed it, but yeah.
So
Like, I was gonna kill it as soon as it was right in front of me. I was
Yeah.
gonna kill it.
And it it's burned, it's hurt, and it is towards the end you could tell it wasn't moving as quick. And you smell it smells like burnt hair in here now. So everyone roll initiative, please. Okay, Nessus.
3.
Ooh.
That's including your
Yes. Got a crit one.
okay. Gil.
5.
Enki.
21.
Right.
I mean, yeah, high roll on an initiative. Woohoo.
I was just like,
Those are the only high rolls I get. Like,
Malark, having seen a giant spider cross almost directly in front of him, he just says no. And he goes straight for the 2 goblins.
oh, I thought you meant nope, as in he was out. I was gonna scream or like suggest Thorn Whip or something. Like, don't let this coward leave.
So he goes and he pulls out his rapiers. Move him 2 spaces forward, please. And he swings each rapier at a goblin.
Does he need to be centered, or does that not matter? Just
He's having one diagonal hit and one straight in front of him.
oh, because you can't sit on a line.
Yeah. Okay. Both hit. You guys see him decapitate
I was gonna say that word.
both goblins.
So each sword did more than 7 damage.
These are puny little goblins.
And he just looks at the boss and says, I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna eat your spider.
And Enki, he'll just be like, I like you now.
Okay, those were 3 and 4. Gotcha. So he just smiles at Enki and says, I don't like spiders.
Who said that?
Malark. And now it's Enki's turn.
Okay. I can proceed without it being an action, right? Just as looking around.
I'll count it as your bonus.
Cool. I would like to see if there are any cracks in the ceiling. This will tell me whether or not I can see whether there are not cracks in the ceiling. But I will, hopefully, as I look up.
How about you roll perception? Your dark vision tells you that this is almost like a perfectly rounded room. There's no cracks.
Yeah, I think it's too much of a stretch to use my plan anymore for that round. Yankee will. Code of burning hands. Can I stand on a corpse, or would that put me at a disadvantage? Like uneven footing? Because it'd be intimidating as hell.
No standing on a corpse.
Oh, come on.
You
Okay.
can push the corpse, but I'm going to consider that an action.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, because this is a big chip, but it is on this square. So I'm going to use my 15 feet, not in front, or not like 5 feet, but burning hands towards these two squares. So
Okay.
that's a
How
cone,
big's
right?
the cone?
15 feet.
15, so it's...
It could hit 3, right?
Well, what it does is that it goes 15 that way, 15 that way, and 15 in front. So I'm just seeing... Yeah, it's just
everybody I
those two.
care about is back there.
It's just those two.
So it's not gonna catch Spidey?
Nope.
Okay, sadness.
It
Anyway.
will not have spider sense.
That was...
No.
Hey, at least I have it.
That's right.
Oh, that's
Wizards do have to look at their spellbook.
This is the thing. Mid-fight, I would literally have to be doing this, and I would look down, and then I can say hocus pocus and burning hands.
Well, it's actually what it is. I was like, this is mine.
Yeah, I don't need that one.
I need this one.
I'd like to look at it if you're okay with that.
Not right now.
I do this literally for some reason. It has to be. And a 15-foot cone must make a dex saving throw. 3d6 fire on a failed, half as much on a success.
Okay. So they are making dex.
Does that? I have a number written down. 15 DC. Does that mean they have to fight against DC, or do I add 15, or do I add 15 to something?
No, your the save number
Yeah.
on that. That is what I'm rolling to try to get.
Okay,
So you said
15.
dex.
Yes, dex saving throw.
All right, goblin boss fails. And wolf fails too.
Okay, cool. So they both get my free. I have a word for D6s in my head, but I can't say it on camera. But they get 3 of these damage.
Okay.
I thought I would get to add numbers on top of that for 10. 10 each, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the wolf is howling in pain. It even had to roll on its back to smother the flames.
I can't do that right now. It looks dead for a representation.
Yeah, it is. It is. You don't really see that much burn now. It is
It's a hot dog.
immediately burning flesh, and there's even some flesh that's still on the ground due to the burns.
And you'll say to the boss, who is in fact in what position right now?
He his armor caught fire, and he also got some burns. So I patted out his armor, and his nose particularly is black from the fire. his face has bits of burns.
Thank you. Hey, your hot dog looks a little burnt there. I don't think that could be psychic damage. I think that would have to be the sickest burn of all time to get psychic damage from just a bird.
You're not a bard. So,
I saw things like, can you play hot crossbows badly enough to do psychic damage to the boss and roll?
now that... Is that it for Enki? Or is he going to move even more?
He hopped 15 feet. I'll go one square back. Just get over it.
Okay. So,
End turn.
the goblin boss charges, jumps over the dead body in between Enkidu and Malark.
Kind of probably shouldn't be able to roll for it.
So,
Does that mean we'll get attack of opportunity before he's done or now?
no, you don't get it at all.
I thought since he was there.
He's right in between you two. It's only whenever they're running away from your squares.
Oh, I thought when they got closer.
No. So now, he's first swing for Malark,
That's 2 attack.
and... And that is going to be... So you see Malark get sliced open.
Follow the path of the previous ones by
Actually, no, it's contradicting.
Finish the X.
He does an X, and you immediately see Malark spit up blood. And there's slight bleeding from the cut. He is... Huh?
Slate.
There's slight bleeding from what you can see. But the scimitar cut through his armor to an extent, and that was instantaneous blood spit, and he's going to turn around to Enki.
You can attack the bonus action. Does he have 2 attacks?
Yes, 2 attacks.
We should not be fighting him.
Well, I
And
tried to
he
convince
hits.
him, but he wanted to fight his brother. So, like... Oh, I should have... If I had an unreasonably high charisma, I would misuse it and be like, why are you doing this to your brother? And like, honestly, he knows I'm not his brother, and I wouldn't believe it. But I have a +1 mod on Enki's charisma.
What's Enki's?
His armor class is 50. I mean, his armor class is 50, so I don't think it hit. First off, realistically, his armor class is 14.
Health.
So it did beat a 14.
Yes. Do you want me to say what it was?
I just wanted a chance to rant.
Does a 21 hit?
By 7. Swinging at Gilgamesh, you said.
Yes.
Really?
No, he's swinging at Enki.
I should have left it! Oh, 15.
Okay.
1, 5. That's 10 plus 5. And if everyone in the recording will remember last episode, every time you asked my help, instead of being generous and like just being right about there, we always did full damage anyway.
It's still full damage. But, you said 15, correct? So,
Like 14.
he
Plus
actually
3 minus 2.
does the almost exact opposite direction of a slash, almost making you meet the X that happened on Malark. So like he cut in one direction on Malark, and then he turned and he cut in the other.
That is actually an efficient way.
Yeah, and
That's why he got this much damage.
7 points. Aren't you
Well,
glad
first
you-
off, second, I really thought you were going to give me 14, if not 20 points of damage.
Aren't you glad you leveled up?
Oh, yeah.
Because that would have almost taken him out.
What? No,
I said almost.
wait, 7 damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no. He would have been near dead. I was
So yeah.
good mark.
And that will be all for his turn. Surprise, surprise. Now it is the first female goblin, and she is going to get up.
They weren't happen to be like nesting all comfortably. They're with children, and they don't want to like join the fight because they're maternal instincts or anything.
They
He's rolling with it. This is not a good sign.
they are actually I want everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
I promise, Lexi
Everybody.
and Essus, I'm gonna stop talking.
I want everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Appreciate it.
This includes Malark if that helps.
Oh, that's better. Thank you.
Plus Constitution.
Yeah,
Yeah, plus con.
it's a con save.
7.
11 and 5 for Hanky has 5, Gil has 11.
Okay, so Malark, Enki, and Nessus all throw up a little, seeing these barely clothed female goblins.
So you couldn't even. You got like the nursing idea, and you're like, never mind, I'm just gonna make these naked hag goblins. Make this party throw up. Got it.
So yes, they all throw up.
And the male goblins were clothed, just so we're clear,
Yes,
right?
yes.
These ones are not.
Yeah, the male goblins were like guards, and these two are in like a pile of blankets. And
They're either matrons or like breeders.
it's actually the one closer to you guys is going to run straight for Malark. Just push the poker chip a little bit, so that way she's
5 squares so far.
5 more diagonal. Yeah, now
It's on this square. It's inside the cave. Don't worry.
yeah.
And they'll be at Muller's bed.
And she, because they both actually have daggers.
Handy.
Yes, very. And she is going to swing at Malark. That's a cock spell. Here's cock on 10 and 12. I have to roll again. And she, with the unpleasantries, ended up distracting herself and ended up cutting at the cave wall.
She happened to like.
Get herself.
No, she did not. It was not a 1.
I've done that before. Don't say it's not reasonable.
I said it was not a 1.
Okay. Only a crit fail.
Yeah. And the other one is going to run up behind one of the closer dead guard, the one that's in front of Malark.
And we're on top of. Because she's 10 feet away from Malark.
She is going to use her action to move it to the side.
And she just picks it up and she
drags him. Drags him.
It would have been cool if she threw it that way, but yeah, she dragged him and then walked back and now came right here.
And yeah, now she's in front of Malark. And that will be the end of her turn. And now it is the wonderful and lovely fuzzy ball of death.
Talking about Nessus or the spider?
Spider. And it...
You are short, your character, right?
Yes.
3 feet or so? Or less, or more. Just 'cause she could be a little ball of-
5'3".
Okay, not as little of a ball of death, but still.
And it actually does crawl on top of the remaining dead body because it's a spider.
You mean that one over there?
No,
That one.
no,
That one.
no,
This guy's dead, right?
no.
What about the box?
No.
Can't go in the box.
And it is going to also fight at Malark.
Alright. It's kind of reaching that point, but alright.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's got Malark's number too. I was like, do I need to be saying something here? I just want to say your cat is like almost pointing directly towards me.
Yep.
Staring at me.
Judging.
Yes, is having this astral projection stare down with this meta being in this cosmos.
And its bite actually it bit Malark right on top of his current wound,
Oh, look, the gathering hoglins.
and it tears off flesh considerable amount, and he actually falls to the ground from the blood loss and the bite.
Are his eyes open, aka dex save point, or
Yes.
is he just okay? Cool. You can't really turn a dice sideways, but Malark is down.
Yep, Malark is down. And I'm going to return your power.
You thief!
I only have one D4.
No, yeah, you should give me inspiration or something for that.
No. Alrighty. And I'm not done.
So you got both the ladies, the spider. Oh, it's Wolf's turn then, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
Ivan. Alright. And now the wolf is going.
And there's, just so we're clear, I can't cut in and hurry and do something, because in real time, it's like instantaneous, right?
Yeah, this is like a 6-second span.
Anyway.
So now that Malark's down, he's just going to walk right in front of Enkidu and stop. And
Diagonal or actual front?
actual in front.
Okay, we're
So
gonna have to do
have
some...
the chip at an angle. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to have it roll perception. It's going to be smell, so it's
Is he trying to smell my food?
no. It is trying to actually smell through your spell.
Just heard my
And it
species.
failed. It was making sure whether or not you were its master, and it thinks you are still.
Good
So
to know.
yeah, it kind of whimpers because it remembers you burning it, but it is
I didn't know, if you'll remember, burning... Because you said this is the wolf doing this stuff, right? I didn't think I fired the wolf. I thought I just fired the spider.
he fired. No, Gil fired the spider, and he fired the wolf and the goblin boss.
Ooh, that kind of hurts my credibility then.
So it is now Gil's turn.
There's no way to jump that way. And moving that way would be running away from the enemies. So so that's attack of opportunity. So there's not really...
Well, you're Sleepy Stego.
Yes. And Sleepy Stego... Yeah, because Malark was back here.
Yeah.
This is actually the square he's been on this whole time, which is directly behind Malark, putting him diagonal to
Yeah.
Big Boss.
Yeah.
So he can't... If he's at a diagonal and he runs away, is that still attack of opportunity? Okay, that's what I was thinking. So, the only way through it is through... And Gil... Through his... For some reason, on sudden raging migraine, decides to... poison spray... Big Boss. And we'll poison spray Big Boss in the face. In his face storm.
And poison spray is a concentrated attack, right? It's not
I want to say yes. Project a puff of noxious gas.
okay, so yeah, it's concentrated. Okay, so is that a saving or a attack?
Con saving throw.
Saving? Constitution? What's the number?
That's my spell save DC, right?
Yep.
Yeah. 15.
Okay, what's the damage?
Eve is numero 12.
That's going to be
Pentagram?
that one. Yeah.
Do I get to add anything to that number?
Nope.
7.
7. Okay.
Poison damage to his Morgans.
Alright.
Can I say this to his Morgans and essentially blind him, giving him disadvantage?
You're not going to blind him, but you certainly burn his face. And, like, you can actually see what looks to be, like, boils that are, like, giant cyst sizes coming up through the poison.
Like I'm catching fire.
Yeah.
Which was on at the hotel repeatedly.
I am so sorry.
Hey, they were good books. Not movies. They were good books.
And now, finally, Nessus.
Nessus, seeing all this wonderful word I can't say on camera go down.
Mess.
Mess. This wonderful mess go down. Decides to.
Say cluster. Please tell me you're gonna say cluster. That would work really. Tried to get the spider to scare him, then I tried to get it into his boss, and then we scared the baby mamas over him.
7 doesn't hit on the boss.
Produce flame. Don't you get your modifier as well?
So produce flame targeted.
Yes.
Okay, that's. I like to hear that.
14.
No, it does not. You just
Okay.
kind of make it fizzle.
Aww.
Alright. And,
So wait. Who did the fizzle earlier? That was Gil, right? He tried to
Yeah.
fireballs. Okay, so Gil will just kind of look over at Nessus's fail, produce flame for
okay. Back up to the top. It is Malark rolling an F save. He was right in front of him.
Oh yeah.
Alright. And now Enki. Okay.
Well, I can do something with the dog, or I can go for an attack, or I can attack on the dog, but I don't think I can do a combination of these things. So, even if I get rid of the dog, I'm still facing the boss. I don't think I can conceivably do anything to trick the dog without it going to the effect of maybe leaving the room. But I don't think it would just hop over everybody and leave. It would just go off the corner and give me waiting later. So Yankee turns around and, like, knowing that the boss is, like, right there, reading hot spit in his face, he still reaches back and he throws the ice knife at the dude. Leaves his hand and throws it throwing it this distance at his face.
Okay.
Remembering what we talked about earlier about ice knife.
So ice knife.
That
I'm
is a
trying to remember.
throw. I took a picture of it. I know it's half damage on a fail, so there is some kind of roll for it.
You make a ranged spell attack against the target. Yeah, you roll and then you
With
add
what mod?
your spell attack bonus.
13.
13? That's with your bonus?
Yeah, 6 plus the spell attack bonus. Yeah.
Okay, so it
Half
misses.
damage on it.
Well, the actual thing misses, and it hits the wall.
First off, happy. Second off, completely forgot everybody
Including
within
Art.
5 foot. But as I said, it is already out of my range. I'm flying.
Yeah.
5.
So
So 5 full damage, and that would go towards the wolf and one of the hags, or both of the hags? They're not actually hags, those are creatures, the female goblins.
how much damage?
5.
5.
But I don't
Okay.
think I get them on any of that.
So the goblin hussy that's closer to you gets 5 damage, and then the spider describe its kill.
Dude, the spider was already like kind of warm, and then it just got this nice shard of knife in its brain, and it just kind of like dropped. It didn't turn over it, but its legs just flattened out under it, and it just settles like Aragog doesn't die. I was gonna say dies like Aragog, but that doesn't fit here. I did not like him either. I wish he would die.
Okay, so yeah, the goblin boss and the goblin that's furthest away got no damage, but the dice is dead.
I wanted to turn it over, but it's
And make back the four-sided die. Thank you.
But I was just gonna say because the corpse is still there, we may want to do something with that here in a minute.
You can't hear it, but not right now.
Not right now.
Unless you want me stealing your die again. Okay. Alright. And then,
The spider's red now because of all the blood. Are
Yes.
spiders red? Blood red? You know, forget it.
I don't know. So the goblin boss's turn now.
I don't know the smell toast.
He's first gonna swing at Enkidu. Say they'll be imposter.
As he's swinging, because I can say this within 6 seconds, and I'm not doing anything. So please let me happen. I'm not saying, well, you swing at a pretty face like this?
15 hit.
Enki?
Yep.
Oh, I have a bad yeah.
What's your health? 8? Okay. So yeah, he kind of cuts your leg. It's not a nice cut, but it's not gonna kill you. 3 damage. And then
Wait. Oh wait, that had to.
He is going to swing at Gil now.
And will yes. It's 11. So I mean, did you roll less than 11?
No, I did not.
So it hits.
Yes, it does hit. And what's your health?
13.
So he actually, staying in retrospect, also slices at Gil's leg, and he does 4 damage.
Glorious, beautiful goblin.
Yes. And now it is the far goblin. And she is just gonna grab Malark and throw him behind her. That is her action. And then she will
That was number 1, right?
Yes. And then she will move into his spot. And that will be it for her.
Wait, was he in this diagonal or this right?
That, the one right from the goblin boss. Yep. And that's it for her turn. And then number 2 is going to...
Number 2. Slight chuckle.
Actually...
Broke your line.
Actually, she is not able to get any closer. So she's just gonna stand at the ready and hold her knife in case anyone gets close. And now it is the wolf's turn. And it is gonna smell you. And it... Oh wait, no, it's advantage. It gets advantage on them.
Perception rolls based
On hearing or smell. And yeah, no, it fails again. Yay, I'm still his master. Yeah, so it's actually sits down now, and it is Gil's turn.
No use spell slot. Oh yeah, that's why.
This round is actually one very this round. First round is
Subjective. Magic missile. And he's gonna fire a 1, 2, 3 combo with Goblin King's beautiful schnoz that is apparently blackened due to previous.
roll for damage.
Those are pretty good.
Yes.
Must have for
I don't have that many people up.
don't even have for 6 of me.
No,
Poor. I've only ever bought 6.
You kill him. Describe your kill.
So. Yeah, I'm not gonna like cheat and say, oh, didn't some of the other missiles actually do that one? All 3 land in the glorious Goblin King's face, and he drops like a sack of potatoes. I look around to what I hope is a not so confused dog anymore. I just see if he makes a good reaction at me.
He just stares. He just stares.
Enki made a mental note when he has an available 6 seconds to head dog the wolf.
Alright. And so Gil's done?
That was good. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I did look at the right paper. I just kind of thought Enki shot it because I was stupid.
You're
That
fine.
is the end of King's turn.
SS. You mind flipping the blue check upside down?
I will never do it.
Wow, it is just the goblins and the wolf.
And the mysterious box of wonders, which hopefully will not be less familiar. Which it does in Persona sometimes, which I didn't like.
Mimics originated from D&D, I think.
I didn't know that. Anyway,
Nessus is going to produce flames.
Alright. What manner?
do you get to choose, like, cone, burst, or something like that?
It's 5 foot here, but like I don't know if she's using it to light a wall on fire or attacking an enemy. Or...
I'm going to throw it directly in the goblin's face.
One or two.
One.
Thank you.
It's just because she's closer.
Alright.
I wasn't me trying to be a buzz, sorry. I was just asking.
Okay.
It's fine, I was gonna ask.
17 to hit.
Hits! Unquestionably.
What is D8?
Yes.
Yes.
5 damage.
Okay, so,
Aw. I know, unless he says those 3 words.
you light her hair on fire and her face, and she spends a moment smacking it out, in which she only made it a little bit worse. And you've seen Stardust, how the skin is coming out in patches.
Oh, is that the witches that need to survive off that one witch?
Yep.
Near the rock? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I just saw it.
It's a good move. Yeah, so her head has like random bits of hair, and skin is coming out, and you can see the skull.
Not good enough.
Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Gil just hears Nessus not satisfied yet.
Malark succeeded his first success on the death saving.
Succeeded his first success.
Yeah, you guys almost lost your
His armor's not
Now it is
Never leave with a complete loss. Let it be known.
Enki's turn.
Enki. Enki figures the goblin boss probably would have taught the wolf to get sick. So he's going to attempt. I want him to recognize me, and once gaining his trust, tell me to do something. Is that bonus and an action? 2 actions?
How are you going to try to unrecognize
I guess he probably doesn't just see there's only one of his masters and just choose me, so I probably have to do something, right? Can I pull out a stake as a bonus action and sick him as an action?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I prefer some meat.
Roll animal handling
Which, maybe, I might.
with advantage.
Oh, it's good. That's good. I'm not proficient like I thought I was, which would have been awesome.
But you still get the bonus of what type it is.
Modded 21.
Yeah.
Okay, so he likes me.
So, which
Go get the hairless goblin! Go get the hairless goblin! Number 1. Because it seems to be kind of low health right now.
Yes, she is. And
Dude, I just have a pet. Like, oh, well, I have a pet for like 55 more minutes until I don't look like his owner anymore.
so the wolf does succeed on running to the other side. Yeah, pretty much put it right behind it in that nice empty square. There we go. And it will roll to attack. No, it succeeded on the attack.
Oh.
And
I mean, if it does like 2 damage.
the goblin.
Make it cool though.
It actually jumped on top of the goblin and ripped out its throat. Flip that coin upside down. And now it is the remaining goblin, and she sees no way out,
Oh yeah.
and she's going to try to stab the wall.
Attached to the wolf, but not like all the other styles, so if it leaves, it leaves.
Okay, so yeah. That hit.
Hit his flank, right? Just nicked him a little bit. Nope.
The knife went right through the neck. The wolf is dead. Yeah. It just.
I would have used it for like that last 40 minutes.
the knife plunged into the wolf.
And Enki will see this happen and be like, oh, I could have used that wolf!
And the goblin spawns. Now it is Gil's turn.
Gil didn't. He's only got one. Yeah, because he missiled the boss. Go ahead and mark that spell slot. Firebolt!
Okay. Roll the hit.
Firebolt and Magic Missile aren't both 3D3s, or 3D4s, are they?
No, they are not.
Okay, what's Firebolt?
Roll the hit and I'll look it up right now.
26.
This is it.
Well, yeah, that hits.
26 hit.
That hits.
That was a nat 20 with a -6.
And then it's a D10. I just looked up her character sheet.
Does he have it?
Yes.
She get far damage.
Describe.
All I did is I don't think there's like monetizable swears either, so I'll just go. That's for my brother's dog! And Amki will say, that wasn't actually my dog! I know, but this one's for you! Nail eyeballs.
Alright. So, yeah. Because it was a bolt, you see one eyeball just like gone. The other one popped, and there is like an exit hole out the back of the head.
Like 50 cal style, where it's like just
Yes.
just a cave in the back of their brain.
Yes, and that is the end of the encounter. Have a good night. This is Steven with Dungeons and Dodos with Lexi and Cody, all saying bye.
Bye!